Hello and welcome to Living Free with Sophie. I'm Sophie, and on this channel we talk about anything and everything femininity related and whatever else I think will be helpful for you ladies to embrace your true inner feminine self. Today we're going to talk about how to get new feminine friends, girlfriends. And I have some tips for you on how I would approach it. Luckily for me, I have a nice range of good, very old girlfriends from mostly childhood that I love dearly. They're all very different, but I do also understand that sometimes you would like some friends which are more aligned with where you are actually going in life. And I do have some newer friends as well who are more aligned in this area. And this is also an aspect where I would like to expand my girlfriend group with girls who are really into femininity as well. And these are some of the things that I do and would do to go about it. You know, Corona has not been the best time for socializing. So yeah, but these are the tips that I have for you and which I will be using much more myself as well. So the first one is to start feminine hobbies and join feminine pastime activities. And of course do this in community, like community-based feminine hobbies. So for me is that I did do this. I were dancing burlesque, but a bit more dressed version of burlesque. But I will be starting a heels dance class as well at the same dancing school, and I expect to see some of the same girls there which I saw the last time that I joined this season. But a dance class would be a great place to start meeting other feminine girls, or if there's other feminine activities, for example painting, or maybe some cooking classes, or maybe some makeup classes, you can go there, you talk with the girls, you talk about feminine activities, and it's really good if it's more repeatable, and then you can try to move your time together a little bit off the time of doing the activity. So maybe you ask, well, do some of you girls want to grab a coffee after class? Or what about we do a little dinner together after this one class? Or we can bring some food and eat together for an hour before we go on to our own things or before we go home. So do these kind of activities, and when you are at the activities, talk with the other girls, bring up and try out some of these feminine subjects to see, do they kind of relate to the qualities that you would like to not to have friends with, but I mean, like, if you have an idea of which kind of new girlfriends you would like to attract, you can see if this kind of match, and it will also help you to attract them more. It's a bit more clear for you what you would like. For example, for me, I would love to get more girlfriends which are very feminine, which are into high value dating, and which are also into creating a business for themselves. So kind of like business besties as well. I think that would be so much fun to have this combination, because I don't see that very often. But I'm sure I will find more of these girlfriends as well. Another thing you can do is to do kind of pastime hobbies or do volunteering, and do this in areas which are more feminine as well. Yeah, I can't say any on the top of my mind, but maybe, you know, taking care of animals or helping with a cleanup kind of thing. You know, maybe you'll find some cool events on Facebook, free events. You can go there, and if it's about a subject that you really enjoy or a femininity related subject, I'm sure you'll find other ladies there who are feminine, who are there to meet other people. And then it's really important that you take the opportunity to bring the connection outside of that activity, so you don't drop it. I've done that with two of my newer girlfriends, so I felt like we had a great vibe at the event we were at, and I asked for their number and I was like, you know what, let's meet up again. right? And that's what you do. And then you meet up for coffee, you go for a walk. It's not a romantic date. You just get to know the person, see how you're vibing, and then you keep in touch, you stay connected, you start to build up that friendship. But don't be afraid to take, suggest the first contact if you feel like you have a good vibe together. So, and this is an extension, you have to join events and say yes when you are invited to something. So look at Facebook, sometimes maybe you can look for a quiz night or some free events that companies hold to promote themselves, or artistic galleries. Usually galleries should be artistic, but gallery opening nights, or maybe something when someone is selling a new book, they have an event. Maybe if it's a book on a topic you really like, look at your library, your community center. Try to look for open free events which are kind of related to the topics that you really like or that you would like to have in common with your new girlfriends. So look for these kind of events that you can go to, and in continuation of this, you can also be the one who creates the events or invite people to come with you for events. You can do this already with girlfriends you have already to strengthen your connection. You can even ask them, if you know some girls who would enjoy this, bring them along. I would love to have a bigger group of girls who are into these kind of things. Or maybe you can be the one who is hosting and say, there is this cool concert. It doesn't cost very much to get in, and I will make dinner before we come. Let's invite some more girls. Do you have anyone in your network who would like this kind of music? Or you can have a event where you make it the theme to bring a friend or whatever it is. Try to become the hub of the social group and connection that you're in. Or if that's not your thing, trying to befriend a person who is the hub. And with the hub, I mean that person that is connected to everybody else. So when you're invited to things, say yes, invite other people, be the one to create the events or to organize for you to go to the events. You can also host a game night and just be very open and encourage the people you invite to invite other people that would like the same event. That way you can expand. And of course you have to do this with friends who are already pretty close aligned to the new friends that you want to gain. Don't ask the friends you don't like to bring more friends, because they will probably be similar to them already. Let me see. Yes. So the last thing you can do is to look in online communities for friends. So if there are some communities you're part of online, maybe some femininity communities, dating community, business babe communities or something like this, and you can see that someone is from the same location as you or maybe the same country. For me, I'm from Denmark, super tiny country, but sometimes I can see from the last name that it sounds pretty Danish. If I see a comment and the person commenting have a very Danish sounding name, I will go and have a look at their profile, for example, on Facebook, and I will see if they're from Denmark or Copenhagen, and I will send them a message and say, hey, I see you're part of this group. I'd love to have some girlfriends who love this topic as well. I wonder how you feel about meeting up or something like. Just reach out, make contact. I recently did this with my diet/lifestyle, which is zero carb, animal-based carnivore, as it's called. I need to do this for health reasons. And all of a sudden of Instagram, I saw a girl where in the comments, another girl had commented in Danish, and then the first girl had answered in Danish. And I was like, oh my God, people eating this way from Denmark. We must be friends. Let's meet up. And they enjoyed it, and they're like, yeah, of course, because, when you find someone with a very narrow passion that you also have, it's a really easy way to connect with people. And I actually met up with one of the girls and then a third girl, and we had a great walk and could really dive deep into the topic that we really enjoyed about our lifestyle and food choices and some of the challenges, some of the improvement we have experienced. It was just really nice to find a community with someone who kind of experiencing the same thing as you are going through. So if you see someone online and you can kind of tell that they're not too far from you, reach out. You know, maybe reach out anyway and ask if they want to have a virtual cup of coffee. You know, I did that with my LinkedIn business, LinkedIn marketing. I do on the side as well. And, you know, there was this girl, she made really funny marketing comment, and I asked her if she wanted to have a virtual cup of coffee. And we did, and it was nice. There was another girl I met through LinkedIn who was really so nice, so sweet to me. And it's like, I felt like we had such a good vibe, and we met up for coffee, and I think we went for coffee for 5 hours. It was so much fun. And then it's really important that you stay connected with these people. But first of all, expose yourself to other communities, especially related to the topics that you want your new friends to have in common with you as well. And then don't be afraid to suggest that you're meeting up and to take the friendship outside the community or the event where you met. And if that is not possible, do the same thing online. So yeah, that's really the best advice I can give you. And Denmark has opened up, and I will be doing this more. And yeah, I'm starting a new job where I will meet a lot of new people. So I'm very excited about this. Very young people, actually. And yeah, I'm just excited to be meeting more people. Otherwise, you can go to events and conference with your interests and hobbies as well. Yeah, but this is the way to go about making new girlfriends. Just, you know, take the first step, suggest that you go for a coffee together, or take the friendship outside where you've been meeting, and, you know, feel the person out, see how fast or slow you should go about it. Here in Denmark, you would go a little bit slower about it, but if it's a one-time event, you just do it then and there. You just say, you know what, I really love your vibe. I think it's been so fun talking to you. Would you mind meeting up for a coffee sometime? I just love to have some girlfriends like you. Or something like this. Just, you know, make it light and easy and give them a compliment for their vibe. And if you could feel you have a good vibe, you know, she will probably want to continue that as well. So this is what I would do going about making new girlfriends. If you're in the situation that you are in high school or college and you didn't get to make the best impression with your class, for example, I would look for volunteer options, or again, look for communities where you can present yourself like your best true version of yourself and meet people from that perspective. That's really my advice for you, and that's the advice I follow for myself when the world isn't in lockdown. Yeah, so I really hope you can use this as advice. And if you have any other good advice to make new girlfriends, which I didn't mention, as always, please share them in the comments down below. Or if you have an idea for a great community where you would love to meet some new girlfriends, some feminine girlfriends, write it in the comments below so the other ladies can check out an equivalent in their city as well. Otherwise, if you want to support me financially, you can do that on Patreon. I would appreciate that so much. If you want to see more content from me on a daily basis, you can do that on Instagram. I share a lot in my stories, and I do make a lot of funny reels, which I hope you enjoy as much as I enjoy making them. And yeah, please tell me if you have any requests for any video ideas. I would love to share my perspective with you. I have been on my femininity journey for 3 years now, and I think I do have a lot to share. Otherwise, I will see you in my next video, especially if you subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. And well, until next time, bye!